And I'm pleased Nika said about not getting the head and neck too low, because I've always felt that's wrong. I like a good stretch at the end of a session, but only when you've got the core engaged and the hind leg where you want them. So I warm him up a little bit lower, please, Woody. More in this position, not any lower.
I think in the
nothing too difficult to begin with.
Deb, she would probably adapt it to see how he's feeling for the day. She does do a lot of groundwork sometimes before she rides him. Right. She works with a trainer who works solely from the ground. So some days she will come in and just maybe do 50 minutes of like the work you're doing with Harry before she rides him, which makes obviously a huge difference. And it, in a way,
I don't know if you can see, he's already, in my opinion, ready for some transitions, because he's starting to go a bit big in front.
Yeah.
Which is his favoured option. And I do believe mostly because he did the young horse classes and that was quite fashionable then.
So how is he bred?
Sorry?
How is he bred?
Sedona Hall.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but Kate was saying sometimes he gets a bit big in front. And I often see this when remember I was saying about the seesaw effect? With young horses, we're breeding them bigger movement in front, but we're ignoring the hind leg. So what's happening is you're getting horses that look flashy in front because of wonderful horses like Vallegro, and they look beautiful, but they're almost pushed too young to get this reach before the back end is strong enough to hold that reach. And she was saying that in a case like this where because he offers it naturally, he's obviously a well-bred horse and he's been taught to extend, it's almost a case of containing it and going, no, just slow it down rather do more transitions. So we're doing sit back, come forward, sit back, come forward. Another exercise which I said about varying the pace within the gait. If you're struggling and feel like when I'm altering the pace of the walk, I'd recommend putting poles out. So put out 3 poles at your horse's normal walking distance, and then set them up at a slightly wider distance, and then you're going to go from a normal walk into a wider. That's a great kind of gauge of like varying that pace within the gait. And you can do that walk, trot, and canter.
I don't know if you saw how much that rein back improves the trot.
Yay for rein back. Lovely diagonal pairs. A true example of tilting that pelvis but also rounding the spine.
I'm going to go back to the square, but a little bit bigger.